Today we're down at the Gallagher Stadium. It's a cloudy afternoon where the Saints have gone down to a defeat as Maidstone United have chalked up a 7th consecutive victory, beating the Saints 1-0 in the National League South, and one goal was always going to decide it, Jim.
Yeah, but I don't really feel that we deserve to lose today, which is good. It was a good reaction. I discard obviously the FA Cup last week. I was always in the team talk, just talking back to the White Oak away game when we got thumped, and I asked for a reaction, and I think it was there for everybody to see today. The commitment, desire and effort from everybody involved today was there, and the lads are a bit disappointed, you know, because like I say, I think it's probably, other than maybe one other shot, it's the only shot they've had on target. The game plan worked to a T for us, and we're missing a little bit of luck because I don't know how the ball never went in the other end in the last 5 minutes, and if it did, we'd probably get a draw out of it, which I feel is deserved. They may feel different, but I thought we held our own. We stopped them playing. They're a good side. They're, like I said, they've won 7 on the trot. They're probably top 5, 6 now. Great resources down here. But I'm disappointed for the boys. But I'm pleased with the reaction that we got from White Oak.
They had just one shot on target in either half. Just before they got their goal, we'd had 6 on target. Right, the keeper wasn't flying left, right and centre to save them, but we posed more of a threat than we have done in some league games, that's for sure.
But yeah, that's why I feel down for the boys, you know. I think that everything we've worked on this week was geared for this game. Obviously we've got the FA Cup next week and everyone's talking about it, but we've not been focusing on that whatsoever. We've been focusing on coming down here and stopping the rot that we had against White Oak, and the game plan nearly worked to a T, and I felt that if we could have weathered it, the time they scored was nothing in the game. We'd actually nullified them and sort of reduced them to running out of ideas on what to do to try and get their goal, and I felt that was the way we were going to be, and we would have come strong in the last 20 minutes with the substitution we had to make. It's unfortunate that one of the substitutes we made obviously made a mistake, but I feel bad for Harry, because you know what, he came on there and yeah, he gave the ball away in an area and they've gone down and scored, but he needed someone to show for him to be able to pass the ball to as well, and then again he's clipped the underside of the bar to try and get us back in it, so he would have redeemed himself. But when the luck's going against you and you're down there fighting, things like this happen. I know that, and I've just told the boys, you know, we stick together like we have done. The boys are disappointed, but the boys know that the luck will turn for us. We know that. We work too hard, and there's too many good players in that side to be where we are. And as soon as that happens, we can get on a run, I'm sure. And hopefully the FA Cup next week is the spur that can really kick us on. We've got some good games coming up in the future games. Sides that are away from the top 6, top 8, and we look to try and get a little run going. And hopefully by Christmas things could be a lot rosier for us. But at the minute it's tough to take. But we stick together and go again.
From the sidelines, it wasn't the most inspiring 90 minutes I've ever seen. Plastic pitches now, haven't seen it. Are you a fan of them?
No, like I said, we train on it every now and again down at Nicholas Breakspear. I'm not a fan of it whatsoever, but I'm a fan that if we had one our own, the resources and the money that it brings in would let us do a lot more than we possibly can do at the minute at Clarence Park. So from that point of view, I spoke to the physio down here, who's ex-league physio. He's come down here to do a bit of part-time work now, but he said the money it generates is frightening, and you can see that with the players they've got in their side. But our boys matched them today. I'm really pleased with the squad we've got, and a few players coming back to fitness. Wales has had a run out in the development. Corkers is not far away. Jack Green's coming back through again now. So I'm pleased with what we've got, and I know for a fact that once we do get a little bit of luck, we get the system right, and we get on a little run, I'm sure we'll be fine. But yeah, we don't want to be playing on plastic pitches every week. So it's a slower game, and we want to try and get quick players on the pitch and change our fortunes really.
7 away league games, just 2 goals, so once we conceded one it was always going to be difficult for us to get back.
Yeah, I said that. I'm not saying we look toothless, but we're not scoring goals from left, right and centre. I think we was unfortunate with a couple of efforts today, but they've got one of the best keepers in the league, just like we have, and the game really petered out. There wasn't a lot in it, you know. It was 2 good sides, in my opinion, battling it out, and every inch of ground was fought for today, and we came on the wrong side of one brilliant strike from the lad that came on, but that's the way it goes. That's the way it goes when you're down there. That's how it is. But I'm not going to feel sorry for myself. You know, we go again. We pick up. We get training Monday night, and we've got a job to do next week, like I say, against Western, and hopefully we can get a good result there. That will bring a big buzz to the lads, obviously, to get through that one and get into the first round. We'll get the fans on side, and I'm sure, like I say, if I was a betting man, I'd bet that we will climb the table, because we've got too much quality. I'd probably say this is probably the best squad we've had since we've been in charge, and this is a run of form that we're going through that I'm not being involved in so far. But I'm confident I can turn it round. Myself and Graham, we'll get it right, but we need to get on a run sooner rather than later, because we don't want to languish down there all season, but at the minute it's tough.
No, Ian Gale today. Was it today was his final day of his loan? I assume you're not getting him back again?
No, he had obviously came off injured last week. He had a knock, and obviously we're looking towards the future now. And Ian's it was his last game, so I don't think that anything will happen. And again, I thought Combs dropped back in there. And I thought he was superb back there with Lockie, and the two fullbacks today were better than we've had of recent. I was just really pleased that the performance was far better. Unfortunately, the result wasn't there. But when you get good performances, it gives you heart. When you're getting beat and the performance is bad as well, it's tough to take. But we'll take a lot of positives from that today. We've got something to work on and try and get it right next week at home with Clarence Park, where we need the fans behind us. Me and Graham sat down and said, look, when the fans are behind us singing, it can be a 12th man for us, so we need to try and obviously come down and support the boys as much as we possibly can. I know it's tough to take. I haven't given a lot for the fans to cheer to recently, but we're in this together, and like I said before, it's early stages of what we're trying to do, and as long as we stay together, we'll be alright.
We didn't have many fans down at Maidstone, but the ones that were behind the goals, they made a presence felt. We heard them up in the stands, so it'd be nice to give them a bit of reward next week in the Cup. Yeah,
they gave us a little G up as they walked past the dugout, to be fair, and then they got in a mix with I don't know how many thousand, hundreds of Maidstone fans, and I could hear them first off, and especially. So you know what, we love it when they do that. It does inspire us a little bit, and hopefully we can get a big crowd next week and get behind the boys, and we can, if we put on a performance like that, I know the goals will come and things will turn, and that's the big thing. We've got a good squad of players down here now, and we just need to get on a run. The fans are a massive part of that, and we've got plenty to work on now this week.
Well, last week we talked about blocking out the FA Cup from conversations amongst the squad. Now it's all about the FA Cup. I won't say it's make or break our season, but it'll certainly be the kickstart we need if we can get through to the first round. Yeah, it will be massive for us. Like I said in a couple of interviews, the financial implications for us is massive. It means that we could even strengthen even further, because, like I said, we don't want to be languishing down there. You never know. You could be at dirty Sheffield United the next game live on television. Obviously, it would be brilliant for me. But the boys, it's a real possibility. Anything can happen, and that's why we need to focus this week and try and get it right next Saturday. Graham's been down to Maidenhead today to watch Western, so we'll have a report on them. They're struggling a little bit in the league like we are, but there's no bad teams in this league, and you could see today that's Maidstone are a top 4 or 5 side, where I don't know what the results are today. We could actually be bottom. I don't know. But the gulf in football in this league is very, very small, and it was one mistake today which changed the whole game. It's going to be massive. It's massive for the town. Last time we got to the first round, it was 3,500 in there against Mansfield, so if that could happen again, it'd be absolutely superb. But that's our focus. Our focus this week is getting training, work hard. May look at maybe even having a behind closed doors friendly to get some of the boys some minutes. Jimmy Hartley, Corkers, Walesy, Jack Green, these kind of players that have been out. Dave Lonking, we can get some minutes into them and really go into the next Saturday's game against Western with a fully fit, firing squad, and that's what we need. Goals change games at the minute. We're finding it tough to score. We're having a little bit of luck going against us, but we stay positive and we go again on Saturday. Lovely, thanks so much, Jim. Just a reminder, the Saints gone down to defeat at Maidstone United today, beaten 1-0. The next game is next Saturday, 24th October, Western-super-Mare visitors Clarence Park, FA Cup 4th round qualifying. Kick-off is at 3 p.m, and if need be, the replay will be on Tuesday down at Western.